Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking the link or the thumbnail that brought you here. I am so excited to have you here. My name is Mercy and I make videos about faith, grad school and life in between. Today we have a special guest. Yes, this is maybe her second time. I don't know how I'm going to upload the videos, but whichever one. But we have a special guest. Her name is Beauty. She's my friend. She's my roommate or housemate, if you want to use the African way. Beauty, please introduce yourself one more time.
Hi everyone, I'm Beauty. My second year it is. I'm studying international studies.
I was surprised if you forgot.
Yeah, studying international studies, but my major is communication and development. But I'm more towards health, so I'm looking at health communication, communication in context of health matters and healthcare delivery. So that is what I'm doing. I'm from Ghana anyway, if I didn't mention it.
Yes, so she's Ghanaian, right? Today we're going to be talking about our struggles in our first year as international students in graduate school in the US, right? For those of you who have been following this channel, I am a second year molecular biology PhD student here in the US, and Beauty, like she said, she's a second year communication development studies student.
Please, I'm not doing PhD.
But she do PhD, don't mind that.
I'm not doing PhD.
Anyway, so yeah, we've done over a year in the US, so we're going to be talking about our challenges. So Beauty, what was one challenge or struggle that you had in your first year?
Okay, my first year, for me, it's to do with my academics. First, foremost, it had been a long time since I finished school, like 8 years down the line. Yeah, that's how big. I know, stop calculating my age. So yes, I went to class and I sat through the class, like 3-hour lecture. I finished and like, Beauty, what did you hear? Or what did you learn? And like, nothing. And I struggled a lot with it throughout the semester because it's been long. My brain was rusty. I was hardly reading anything academic. Yes, I was teaching back home, but my fiancé would say, when I teach class 2s, you start thinking like class 2s. So I was teaching primary 2, 6, 7-year-olds English. So, I mean, I was thinking like them and I was using their vocabulary. So for me, for 8 years and then coming to start grad school, I had to, yes, I wrote TOEFL, but for me, that was the biggest challenge here for me. Because then it made me second guess myself a lot. Looking back at my undergrad days when I was like, oh yeah, I knew I had a good brain. I don't want to brag, but my friends told me I mean, I've been a bright student throughout school. Yeah. But then the very first time in my life, I was questioning myself, like, what's happening? So it was very tough for me, writing assignments, struggling to find the right word to say what you want to say, and I could spend 2 weeks to write like 6-page paper, like response. And for us, we read and write a lot. You have to produce a letter, a paper.
Because it's the arts. That's what you guys
exactly.
do.
Every week you go to class. You have an assignment is being like you're supposed to submit an assignment the following week. You respond to the class discussions, like 6-page response paper, and that means arguing, holding your argument. Using the right words. That's one argued that, this one said that, I agree with this, I don't want that. So it was challenging for me. It was the toughest thing I've ever faced in this country.
Wow.
Hands down.
Yeah, so if you're planning on coming to grad school and you've not been in school for a while, it may be good to start reading some papers.
Sure. You just go to Google Scholar. Just find article within your subject area.
Yeah.
Just read. Even not subject, you can even read other areas of interest,
right?
Just to keep you abreast of the academic language, so that by the time
because academic language is different. It's different. Yeah, I don't care if you think so academic language
you could speak well.
Different. You could speak exactly, but you could speak well about academic language.
To be able to write, to take the possessives out, I did that.
Oh yeah, because you're not supposed to use that.
Yeah, and then just to even sound formal and hold the argument for 6 pages.
Wow.
I mean that is yeah.
Yeah, so I definitely relate. I think for me, one major thing, one major struggle I had, especially like in my first few weeks, was realizing that I was the only black African the only black lady in my whole department. I still am the only black girl in my whole department. I mean, you know how people say it that yes, when you're an African, you need to come here and prove yourself. And so just let me give you guys a free advice. If you're coming to grad school and you're African, just don't allow anybody put unnecessary pressure on you. See, you're good. That's why they gave you the admission. Period.
Trying to make it through.
Exactly, because we talk about application process and now we're here. We even know what goes in. Yeah. It's crazy. So if you get in, it means you're really good. Don't allow anybody put any pressure of you have to come and represent the African continent.
You're not representing anybody. You're here for yourself.
Our forefathers, they did not carry that cross. It's now me and you. Why? Don't put that pressure. And I had that much pressure then. I think it was an orientation for my department, like a welcome party. And then I just realized how I was the only black girl there. Actually, I was the only black person who came for that orientation, because the other black guy, were only two that are black, a guy and myself. That guy did not even come for the orientation. So I thought I was the only black person. I felt so overwhelmed.
You become so conscious of yourself.
Exactly, I was so conscious of myself. Like everybody, and people kept coming to ask me questions. Some of them were really annoying, like really crazy.
You're from Ghana?
Like people. I remember someone came to tell me that she would like to come to Africa. She wants to ride on elephants. I say, where? I mean, which part of the Africa? So I really felt very overwhelmed and I felt very self-conscious. And I remember when they took me around the lab where I was going to be working, and I saw all of these equipment. I've worked in a lab and I've seen equipment, but just seeing all of that, I was like, will I ever be able to
identify them?
Will I ever be able to use them? Like all these people, they had undergrad in the US, I had undergrad in Ghana.
Or even do a master's.
I did not even have a master's. That's a story for another day. So I'm like, will I ever be able to catch up? It was and I just felt like everybody was looking out for her hair. What would the African girl do? So much pressure made me feel like I could not fail. And when you're in that place where you feel like you cannot afford to fail, I don't know, you even start making unnecessary mistakes because you're putting so much pressure on yourself. So no. Just live your life, do your best, show up, but don't put that much pressure. That was a major struggle for me. Okay, which other struggle?
I think the second challenge is quite related to what you're saying, but the first one I said, when we talk about imposter syndrome.
Yes.
I remember the first day, I went to class once again, and for the introduction, my professor was the last to introduce herself. I thought she was introducing herself. Before I realized 3 hours was going, she said, lecture is done. Next week is assignment. And, in the course of the 3-hour lecture, I didn't even know I had to read before getting to class.
Oh.
And, I don't know how I feel like I was just, and then dropped in here. And I sat down there. Someone will compliment, someone will comment, somebody will comment, contribute, get in the discussion, and my eyes just kept going from face to face.
Did they know this before? Did you know they saying all these things?
Did they know this before? Are they reading it from class?
Did they tell them this story?
So I thought they had studied it before, sort of, and I don't know that. I don't know what she said. So I would write things down. Okay, when I go, just go and read what is if the name the person mentioned, if it's a system or a concept, I'll just go and just Google it, like you say. But at the end of that class, and the number of few classes I attended within the first week or two, made me am I sure I'm carved for this? Am I sure I want to be here? And are you sure this is the place?
You're qualified or you are supposed to be here?
Are you sure you wanted to come to grad school? So later I was reading about it's called the imposter syndrome. Feeling like you're not adequate, feeling like you're not qualified to be here. So that was one of the biggest challenge for me. But apparently we are here.
Yes, and by the way, I actually forgot to mention this. We have good CGPAs. We are not failing. We both have CGPA above 3.8. I'm not even going to.
You will not fail. My fiancé was like,
what? 3.8 on 4. We're not failing.
No one is failing.
And we have so many other responsibilities apart from just schoolwork. So we are doing well. So when we're saying these things, we're not saying it from a point of this is why we failed or whatever. No. in spite of it, you
in spite
still
of
be
it,
fine.
You don't need to, like she said, you need to prove it. Not that not that you are being expected to prove, but then even if not being an African or whatever it is,
you
the
have
fact that
what it
they
takes.
put you in the class. Because for my program, I got to know like over 100 people would apply to the program, and it would come down all the way to like 12 people. So then for you to be numbered among the 12, you know that you feel like then I'm making my professors feel like, you know, like they made the right decision bringing me here. So even that pressure alone would put that. But then
even apart from the pressure, like I mean, except you are just very lazy and maybe they are doing it from your village.
You
like,
cannot be lazy. You cannot be lazy.
No, if you are lazy, it means they are actually like, this is such an amazing opportunity. So nobody will even tell you to do what you have to do.
Because the first time you go to class and people are talking and not, they will not sit, but you get embarrassed. For me, my second semester, like spring semester, my professor called us out. Like, you went to class the first week, the second, third week, like, chill, sit down there, like, because you close. I know she was moving around, like, beauty, and say like, nah, I'm cool. Like,
you're cool. Who asked if you're cool?
Yeah, she asked me like, I was say, I'm like, no, I'm cool, like, I'm fine. So she kept going around. So after class, like, what were you girls thinking? Like, you sit in my class and don't contribute. Why are you in the class anyway? You don't want to be here, but I know you want to be here because you know better. Like, you better come to class next time prepared, you know, to contribute to my class. Like, okay, Professor, I'm sorry.
Nobody will tell you.
I know you, but then so either you tell me you're not interested in the class, or you don't care about what's happening, or you don't want to be here. But I know what you went through to get here, so then you want to be here. So then act like it. Like, okay. So, of course, you want to be here, and they know you want to be here, and they know you are good. So, you will not fail. They won't even let you fail.
Oh, that's the truth.
They won't let
you fail. It's not like our education system back home that it's like they want you to fail.
They won't let you fail. For me, I mean, I met my professor yesterday. She was also my course advisor, and she was describing an incident that happened in her class. Somebody wrote a paper, and then everything was messed up, and she had to get to the student to like, boy, what did you write? Do you want a further explanation? Don't you understand the concept? So that's the point. They will not let you fail. No way, they will not let you fail. Your failure is their failure.
Yes.
So they will not let you fail. If you fail, their job is on the line. So they will not let you fail.
Oh, that is so true.
They will not let you fail.
So in spite of whatever challenge you're going through, just know that you just keep trying. You just keep pushing. If you need to do office hours with them, whatever you need to do it. But
if you didn't tell them, like, I think I need a second explanation.
Yes.
If you have to tell a lecture, they are willing to just give you a one-on-one. So failing is out of the question. Even want to own your village people are doing you.
No, some people's village people is strong. And we know somebody that the village
that one
people
is different.
It's village people. I think this imposter syndrome is something that all grad students go through. Even the Americans, you know, that we always think that it's only us. Even the people who are not indigenous, but citizens like Americans in general.
White Americans.
Yes, they go through it. It's normal because our society, our world has painted grad school as this thing that is like so hard. Like if you are not working forever and ever non-stop, you fail.
You have to read every material. I had that thing on my head, like I had to read every single material. And sometimes one class, like let me say I'm going for seminar in ComDev, and this week there's about 5 readings in this week. And for me, the pressure is on me to read everything. And there's another class, and there's another class. And you feel like, I need to read everything. No, you don't need to read everything.
At all. And also, because grad school is just like I want to say like a whirlwind of emotions. Like this, today you are feeling this way, tomorrow. When you get a win, like a tangible win, celebrate it, be happy.
I think this is not my room. There's a paper I wrote in first fall semester. It's a response paper. It was a novel we read for one of our classes, and I was supposed to critique the novel or something. I mean, the first novel we read, and I had to critique it. It's just like too short. I wrote 3.5 pages, like too short. B. Like you know how you write on my paper like too short B. So
after all your work.
Okay, I'm going to push and give you 5. So the next novel, like 2 weeks later, I pushed it and I gave him 5 points. And not just the 5 pages, but I mean I put in the effort. And like good review and research. Hey, It's posted on my wall.
It is
today.
a win.
It's on my
You
wall.
make sure that you make a big deal out of
When
it.
I got the paper back, I just opened it to that point where they're written good. That the last page, a good review. It's posted on my wall. I moved 2 houses. Anywhere I go, I post it on my wall.
So that you see that you are capable.
Yes.
In my office, there's a picture. There's like a small I don't know, picture thing I have that is posted. I wrote, "You are in your right place." I have to remind myself, because sometimes little things happen and you just feel like, she is my type that is even supposed to be here. Like, she is this kind of people that used to come for grad. Is it this kind of people that used to succeed?
Yeah.
So I have to like make a big deal. If I finish writing a proposal, I've not even gotten the grant, to just finishing writing, me, I'm celebrating. Then if I get the grant, I'm celebrating, because it's just a roller coaster of emotion. Hi guys, I'm so sorry to end this video abruptly, but it was getting super long, so I promise to post the remaining parts by next week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you're not, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.